What are some of the other initiatives that you're working on as Councilwoman at large?
Well, one of the things that you heard me speak about was constituent empowerment. So one of the things that I'm putting together so we can launch in the spring, and of course this is going to involve the mayor as well as the other council people, is to have a series of town hall meetings, and something that we should do together so that we get to hear from you. What are your needs? The other thing I'd like to see is to launch more of a PR campaign, which we can do. We have our cable communications director at council, John Rago, has come up with some really bright ideas how we can use Channel 22 to really get information out, but also go to the website, witn22.org. You have to really get involved and see where the committee meetings, because I'm learning that's where the decisions are made, at the committee meetings. You have to come and speak your voice before it even gets to council floor. If you want me to represent you on an issue, I need to hear from you. The other council members need to hear from you, but you need to know how to get a hold of us. And sometimes I feel that people don't know about these meetings, so you have to get online or watch Channel 22. It tells you the schedule, and it's there for the year of when our committee meetings are, so that you can come and have a voice before it even goes to council floor.
Now, if someone is shy or they don't want to come in, can they write in?
They can email, they can call in. I've gotten calls, I've gotten emails. Constituents have communicated with me, and I always make it a point to mention those communications on the floor. I don't necessarily need to mention the names, but I do mention that they have felt a certain way about things. I'm communicating with our city employees as well. So constituent empowerment is very important, and it's sort of landed in my lap to talk a little bit about environmental justice with some of the issues that we have with the pollutants in the air, the Clean Chemicals Act and the Clean Air Act. We really need to beef things up in Wilmington. Folks, you need to start getting involved because we're getting poisoned.
Well, some questions have come up regarding getting involved. That seems like a very complicated matter. The wording, the chemicals, the process.
It is. People don't understand exactly what is going on. So it's about education. It's about educating the community to what are these chemicals, what is going on. Now, most recently, on Friday the 25th, there was a release of sulfur oxide, I believe, into the air by the Valero plant. I still am not sure, as an elected official, what kind of information went out into the community. Do people in that community, were they made aware? Have there been higher incidents of people going to the hospital because they can't breathe, or heart palpitations and all the other symptoms surrounding that? I mean, we're not safe. And we need to have stronger measures to take place, and we need to start really pushing and lobbying with our elected leaders that are in Congress to make sure that these things go into place. So those are two things that, I'm kind of hitting the ground running with that. But there's a multitude of other things. I'm involved with the economic development piece of trying to get the businesses together again, the Hispanic businesses as well as others. And there's another project that I'll talk about in the future that will involve prison reentry programs as well as opportunities for the youth. Because what's really hurting me today more than anything is that a 16-year-old just lost their life in the city of Wilmington yesterday in the evening, and there's a mother out there mourning her child. And I don't have the name, I don't have the details, but as a mother, and knowing that my 9-year-old, and in 7 years he'll be 16, it breaks my heart. So this thing with the crime, it just doesn't seem to be getting any better, and people probably feel very apprehensive because it's moving into other communities now. It's getting closer and closer to my community. So it's scary, and I know that the whole city is alarmed. So we really have to start banding together as a community. We cannot keep losing our children to crime.
Now, just to let the audience know, I want to touch a little bit on the Latino community, but particularly the undocumented. I personally am not a supporter of people coming to the United States illegally for various reasons. I know that there's a history of a lot of controversy and who did what in the past, and that I can't address as I was not there. However, they're here. Particularly for close to my heart are the immigrants that come here illegally or that have come in the past illegally, and
many have come legally and have been caught up in an illegal status.
Right. Well, the challenge is immigration reform, which is coming, but right now, as we speak right now, what can we do to avoid or to curtail the fear factor with the undocumented? so that they get some of the services that they need, the civil, the health, the civil protection, a crime. A lot of them are victims, and they remain victims because they feel that by calling or
we need to educate them about the process. Basically, this is the process. You're here. This is what's going on. This is what you need to do. This is the path to citizenship. But you cannot live in fear while you're here, because they're also a victim of crimes, and you need to be able to get involved. And there are some initiatives that we're working on, as well as the county executive, on trying to be fair, because we have to be fair to everyone that is here. And most recently this week, the lobbying is going to begin, and they're introducing new pieces of legislation in Congress. Again, you got to stay involved with what's going on to open up the door and have that path to citizenship. But I know we're here to talk about upcoming events, things that are happening, and we don't have a lot of time, so let's talk about some things that are fun and things that you can come to do in downtown Wilmington, because it's not so morbid, and let's not talk all about the crime. Let's talk about the great things that the city has. The new movie theater. Have you been to the movie theater?
I haven't yet.
Awesome.
But I do like the sign when you take 95 and you see that sign.
It is so exciting. We have an IMAX theater right here. You don't have to travel to King of Prussia or any faraway place to find an IMAX theater. The best movies you can see there, and it's pretty affordable. It's about the same price as Regal, because I always complain that the movies are expensive, but it's a great place to go to. We have boxing coming to the riverfront February 8th. Please go on the city's website and see. We're going to have more boxing matches. I think this is going to be a great way to bring revenue into the city. But at our own very Grand Opera House, we are going to step back in time. I don't know if you're a fan of the oldies, but I am. And I think it's so funny when
I don't mind the oldies. It's just the word old that kind of like.
But they're oldies but goodies. You have to add goodies to that.
I like goodies. Goodies is okay, fine. I think I like the title Rock and Roll Legend, because it's like.
Rock and Roll Legends.
Yes.
So let's talk about the Rock and Roll Legends show, which is happening at the Grand Opera House. This is on Saturday, April 27th. My very good friend, Lois Lipton, has gotten involved, and Ray Parker, to say she's good friends with Jimmy Clanton, and she used to be Bobby Vinton's girlfriend. I used to listen to Bobby Vinton. I know I'm dating myself, but they're bringing back Lois, Ray Parker, and Joey Dale Productions. They're bringing back this Rock and Roll Legends show. So let me tell you who the lineup is. They're going to have Lou Costello of WVLTV Radio 92.1, LT Radio 92.1, and Duke Wop Diner. They're going to be the hosts, and it's starring Jimmy Clanton. If you don't know who Jimmy is, let me tell you, he came out with Just a Dream, Venus and Blue Jeans, and Go Jimmy Go. Remember that song? Go, go, go. We're going to sing some of these songs.
But yeah.
Jimmy Gallagher and the Passions, Just to Be With You, and Gloria. Emily Stucchio and the classics, Till Then, P.S. I Love You. That was a good one. That was a hit. And then you have the original Times, So Much in Love, and You Little Trust Maker. So we need to come out. The whole community needs to come out, because these are songs from your childhood, and then I caught the tail end of it. But let me tell you about the oldies fever. Both my sons, the oldest and the youngest, a 9-year-old, he listens to these songs and he loves it, but he thinks he just heard this brand new song and he's sharing it with me. Little does he know that song has been around the block. Right. We also have the legendary teenagers, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Now, of course, I'm not on tune there, but the ABCs of Love. Oh, yeah, there you go, Nancy.
I can't sing.
And Lenny Coco and the Chimes with Once in a While and In the Mood for Love. And you have Jay Siegel and the Tokens, The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I know that one. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. So tonight I fell in love in Portrait of My Love.
The singing Councilwoman.
Oh, I can sing, I can dance, I can cook. Anyway, with their special guest, Jay Traynor, and She Cried. And the finale will be all the singers singing Good Night, Sweetheart. So again, the Rock and Roll Legends show is Saturday, April 27. Tickets are available at theticketsatthegrand.org or phone number 302-652-5577. So don't miss this great show. And next time we'll come on, we're going to talk about the evangelistic explosion.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that, but I do want to thank Lois Lipton for the hard work that you're doing with the Rock and Roll Legend. I'm looking forward to being there, and I think I'm going to wear like my doo-wop skirt. You know what I mean?
I did the 50s a couple times for Halloween.
Yeah. So
am I allowed to give out shout-outs? I want to give a shout out to Mr.
Sure.
Gilliam, who's watching the show. Hi, Mr. Gilliam. You know, we hang out with Mr. Gilliam. I always say, this is what I do. I go around and I visit people, and Mr. Gilliam is one of my favorite people. He's my mentor, and my little boy, Vincent and Cassius, they're watching tonight, and my daughter, Caitlin, just graduated from nursing school. I'm sorry, I had to do this. I never do shout outs, but I had to do shout outs.
That's all right. I love it. I love the whole shout out, especially for family. I'm a very big supporter of family and how important that village is. Regarding the evangelical explosion, we're going to talk more about it at the next programming of In the Upper Room, but it's going to be a house-to-house ministry where Latino and African American pastors will visit their congregation at home, give them a little bit of the word, talk about spirit, but also give them the referrals that they need, that they may be lacking, whether it's rent or health care or education or something for someone that may be disabled. So we're really excited about this program. It's going to also include a solidarity march. This will be held June 23rd until July 6th. It's a whole week of the pastors leaving the pulpit and going out into the community. So more about
and the
that
concert. Don't forget the concert.
Yes.
It's a huge concert. Bands are coming from New York, from Philadelphia, and from Puerto Rico, my homeland. And they're going to be performing at Judy Johnson Park. So this is a great event.
Yes.
And all are welcome, and all the faiths are working together. So it's not just one faith. I spoke to the Muslim community over the weekend, and we want to get them on board too, because this is about stopping the crime and healing our city. And I really do believe that the power is within the faith-based community to help us do this, because we as leaders can't do it alone, and neither can the police. We need to work together as a community.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you
It
for
was a
having me.
pleasure having you here.
And Mike and Shauna, I hope you feel better, both of you.
Yes, feel better, because I know you do a better job than I do with this.
And can I just say that if people need to get a hold of me as your councilwoman at large, we do have the City of Wilmington website. My information is on there, my webpage. I will give you my phone number. It's 302-420-7879. That's an easy number. And my email is mcabrerra@wilmingtonde.gov. So please feel free to reach out. As I said during my campaign, I'm very accessible. I'm a hands-on councilwoman, so I want to work with you, work with the community. I will not be missing in action for the next 4 years.
Well, we expect a lot of great things from you, Maria. Keep up the good work.
I hope to deliver.
Yes, you will. So, you will. I like your integration skills with bringing out the people to work as well with you. For Shauna, Mike, Maria Cabrerra, Councilwoman Maria Cabrerra.
The Honorable.
Myself and you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here in the upper room. God bless you. Que Dios les bendiga.